I'm here with the wonderful John Holt. Hey.
Hey, Natalie, I didn't know I was wonderful. Now you're saying that, I believe it. Wow.
Marvellous, fantastic performance at the O2 on Friday. You just
Give
had
thanks.
the crowds.
Yes.
2-hour set, that was just amazing.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
The crowd was just absolutely going wild.
Were they really?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, right. That's what we want.
So, I know from a young age, from a little boy, you've been singing.
Yes.
You used to do various talent shows till you got noticed. You was around the times with Gregory Isaacs coming up. And you've done a lot of music since then. People probably know you for A Love I Won, The Tide Is High, which has been covered by Blondie. Covers for the likes of Diana Ross, UB40, that's just to name a few.
Yes.
So tell us about how it was coming up in the industry when you started out in the music industry.
It was hard in a way and easy in another way because, like you have a talent, so therefore voice would always be there. But I mean, you have to be writing songs that is telling a story, and your diction have to be proper or they won't play it on the radio. And, you have to write a song with full verse and a bridge. That's really a complete song. And as I say, it was easy but hard. You see, it was like when I won the Virgin's Opportunity Hour final, that's where I really started out by having a producer came to my house and asked me to do a recording for them. I've never asked anybody to come and do a recording for them. They generally, due to how I started out, people would come to me and ask me to do songs because of what I don't know, you know what I mean? But it's everybody was like in a race to get a John Holt. So because of that, at one time I had 7 songs in the top 10 in Jamaica because everybody was fighting to get number one.
Yeah.
So that's all in kind of history.
And you're known all around the world, really. I know you're known all around the world. You travel to various countries. Where would you say is your favourite country of all places that you travel?
London here is one of my favorite.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. And London is a place that you know very well because you've lived there as well.
Yes. It's my favorite town, away from Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah. And what would you say, what advice would you give to young up-and-coming artists that are trying to establish themselves in the industry to have the longevity as you had?
Well, try to write good songs, as I said before, songs with full verse and the proper bridge and song with changes, and try to know the song properly and good melody and good lyrics, and to protect yourself as well, and to protect your songs. Then you would try to join up a proper society like a publishing, company, and also like the Performing Rights Society. So therefore, you won't get robbed to the lottery.
You know what I'm saying again? The girl living in my neighborhood. They call her Sweetie. That's her right there.
what are the plans for the future? More touring?
I don't really make plans for the future because sometimes you're making plans for the future because they have a way to say you're making plans but God wiping out plans. So comes with me what the future brings and I just accept it regardless of the circumstance, up, down, over, out, it don't matter to me. I just go with the flow of things. I don't really direct. I'd like the future to be bright like everyone else, but I mean, what can I say? I can't see the future. I just have to hope for the best, you know. That's all I can say in my future. I hope for the best. Good health, you know, boom, bam, 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 stay fit, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? Because wealth without health is nothing, so I want health first.
So it's Jamaican Independence Day today. Are you doing anything later on to celebrate it? Or are you just saving that till you go back home?
Jamaica Independence Day. Are we really independent is what I'd like to ask because we're still borrowing money from all over the world. So we are independent. We are independent, of course. We are, yes, and I'm happy for that Jamaica is now an independent country. I won't fight that down. We are an independent country.
Cool.
And since that we are an independent country, then we should depend on our own resources. But I come to find that we are up and down, in and out, and stuff like that. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Just like any other third world country, we're treated just like any other country.
Is that where you'll be going back? Is that home, Jamaica, or are you
Yes.
residing somewhere else now?
I am a patriotic Jamaican. I'm not even Jamaican.
Cool.
I could have when I was a little boy, 14. But I don't really plan to leave Jamaica. You know, I leave Jamaica for a month or two, but I'm still gonna go back to Jamaica because that's where the whole thing started. That's where the whole thing is. So how can I help to build something and then walk away and leave it? Then I'm gonna just suffer myself because when you're in another country, you don't really hear your songs or your name being mentioned on a major station. So it make me, I don't know about anybody else, it made me feel as if I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Because I'm not hearing what's going on for me. I'm just hearing other people. You know? I'm not against hearing them, but I mean, like as I said, I don't feel good about it. You know, you turn to 30,000 stations and you still don't hear a John Holt. In Jamaica, you hear several John Holt during the course of the 24 hours.
Yeah, I bet you do. And what part of Jamaica are you from?
Kill some.
And who are you listening to at the moment? Who are your artists that you're actually currently listening to?
Well, there's so many artists. It's really hard to choose.